shoe off the table. All right. Let's try it like this.
Stop touching it.
Let's try it like this. I'm being picked up. We're good. We're optimal. We're fashionable.
We didn't just spend 30 minutes getting this all
We
set up.
literally, I don't know why. Well, okay.
Oh, I forgot to put lipstick on.
Okay, well, you know what? Let's Hey everybody, welcome back to That Nerdy Couple podcast.
Do you think I'm cutting any of that?
No, I hope not.
Okay, good.
God, I hope not.
Okay, good. Good.
I have an idea. Let me try one more thing, and then
You know, I'm thinking.
wait. If I just do this, I'm cool right here, right? Perfect. I solved the great microphone crisis. I'm just gonna angle it a little bit more. Boom. There it is. I'm good. We're fine. Beautiful. Perfect. It's good. For right now, for our needs, it's fine. Hey everybody, welcome back to That Nerdy Couple podcast.
I'm Britt,
I'm Chris.
and we're That Nerdy Couple. We're recording a podcast.
What a great start to an episode. Why is this giving me like flashbacks to how the episodes used to be? I mean, this is totally new, man. New podcast pains. Am I right? Tee.
I was all excited because I was like, oh, we could move the stuff further back now, and we have the mics on this side. Well, no, we did.
Oh, we did.
And then just.
Can I just say, so quick reason why mic changed is because I got myself a new toy as a I'm going in to get a procedure done. God, I hope I don't have cancer gift for myself. So I'm using the same mic, but I don't have it on my mount because my new mic's on the mount. So now we're using this mic, but with this mount, because Britt bought this mount system for us to do the podcast a while back. And sure enough, I had issues getting it on the mount, and then now the weight, because this is a very, very heavy microphone. It's the pod mic, chonky boy.
Yeah, we need counterweights.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know what? I'll before next time, I'll spend a little extra time because I'm sure there's a optimal.
Could we use those those cover things now? The like sound things now? With that mic? I don't know. I couldn't remember.
No. I mean, that's good if we ever want to get into like VO stuff.
I don't.
I would do it.
Okay.
I don't know. Anybody want to hire me as a voice actor? I'll do it. Want me to read your smut? I'll read your smut.
There's no winning in a response in that one.
I mean, listen, there's an audience for everything, right?
Oh, I know.
mean,
I am that audience.
I think I could do it. I think I could sit there with a straight face and read in a voice, you know, my voice, or like a deeper voice, or like a lighter voice. As Harry entered the Chamber of Secrets, he said, "This is a tree." It's a weird Saturday. I also just got done playing Dungeonborn, and I kept calling all the goblins children, and then the mage ones magical. So Harry Potter's on my brain right now.
Okay.
Because I called the one with the staff the magical child. So Harry Potter's on my brain. Anyway, new mic, and we'll work out getting this all sorted and everything. But I think for right now, it's okay. I'll just have to play around with this.
I don't know.
Figure it out. So.
I'm sure I'm fine with it now, but I'm sure editing me will hate everything.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I do like these though. These are nice.
I do, yeah.
It's nice not having it off on the side and everything.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I got new microphone. I got the Shure SM7B for the streams, and for the YouTubes. So, I like it. It's very good microphone.
Mm-hmm.
I almost had a cough and I suppressed it.
Oh, I thought it was a burp.
It felt like a cough. It could have been a burp.
It looked like a burp.
Sometimes my body surprises me.
Back.
Anyway, this is episode 3.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of us. We're still keeping to our whole schedule. And we had to push this back a little bit because Britt here had her first day for her new part-time in-person job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tiny little claps.
Yes. I cannot say what it's for. Or did I say what it's for?
I think you did mention it,
yeah.
yeah, because you were like, it's kind of hard to explain without me saying it. And you're
Yeah.
more open about that stuff. I keep everything like private.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's because I'm not really online much anyway. But yeah, so I started it was my first week. It wasn't a full like schedule of week yet. But I went in for my first day on Wednesday, and I could not do that commute every day. I could not do it.
It only has to go in one day a week.
It's an hour and like 10, 20 minutes to get to the building and the parking. And then it's probably another like 5 minutes to get from parking to my actual office because it's a very large building. And it's like the building's like a full block, and then there's a overpass that I have to walk on that goes to the next block, and then I'm on the 14th floor of that building.
Also remind me after I got to get you access to the Easy Pass so that way you
Oh
can...
yeah. Yeah, that's the thing too, is like, so I have to travel on not just the parkway but also the turnpike. I don't know if I told you that. I have to go on both fun roads.
That's fun.
Yep. And the exit I take is like the exit for the airport, so that's fun. And I'm not sure. Like, part of me is like kind of like, to avoid the commute, I'm like, do I leave early to get in early to then get out early? Because I can do that. They're very flexible in that. She's like, you can show up whenever, as long as it's like 8 hours worth of time.
Right.
The office is very nice. They have desks that can be standing desks, which is nice.
It's like a modern like office
very
setting.
much so.
Yeah.
Very much so. And like, it's nice that like it's not an empty office. Like, it's every space is being used.
That's nice.
And thankfully my desk, which is like the intern desk, because it's like me and one other person are contractors, so we go in and out. So like when I'm not there, she's using the desk, vice versa. And it's right next to the kitchen, so I could go right to the kitchen, get food. They have a Nespresso machine.
Ooh.
Too.
Like the one that my dad has with the little pods. Oh, God, I love those.
What else? I mean, it's a very fancy building. It's very corporate, and I'm like...
And you like it so far.
I do like it, and I like being able to go into an office with people. I just hate the commute. That's like... I know I'll get used to it, and like, I was less stressed leaving because I was just had a lot of anxiety about like getting there. And then I was like, there's no like map or anything like that. Like, and the directions are not very like clear of like this because it's like, it's one massive building. There's different wings to it. And then there's like in between areas. So like I had to like take a break and like look around inside of the hotel that's there. It's like what do they have? I think it's a Marriott. I don't know. But there was a hotel there attached to it. It's attached to the train station. It's like very hub. And, you know, it happened.
And you
and
like
there was
it.
all that stress.
And,
I do.
And it was a good day.
It's like with my other job, I'm writing about insurance, but I feel so detached from it because it's like, I don't really care all that much. And like, I write the thing and then it goes off to other people and they deal with it and eventually it gets done. With this, it's like I'm like, because I'm doing their social media. Like the first post that I did, she had minor edits on. It's like stuff that like I have to learn, which is fine. And then it went up and it did well. So it's like, I'm very close to it. And also it's like it's a nonprofit organization. So it's not like I'm working for like Johnson & Johnson or something.
Right.
It's like economic development It's about government. I'm learning a lot about government.
You're right next to the governor's office,
I'm
too.
right next to the governor's office. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's not his, like, I don't think it's his main office because I'm pretty sure
I'm sure that they have a
it's in the
bajillion
Capitol,
offices.
yeah, yeah.
They probably have a bajillion offices all over.
Yeah.
So.
Which is funny. I was talking to our friends last night about how my first concern, a safety concern, with going back to this office in particular, was what if there's a bomb threat and what if there's like a shooter? Because it's political stuff.
Yeah, so and especially with things that are going on today, that is definitely a valid concern.
Yeah.
I would say talk
But
to your manager because
that wasn't the end of my sentence.
Oh, okay.
But I found it funny that was my first concern and not COVID. Because that's also now I'm like, oh yeah, that should be a concern because it's like a lot of people, like hundreds of people in this building alone.
Which, do we need to get a new booster? Was there a new booster?
Yeah, we should have.
We'll work on that and get that done because
we're way overdue for that.
All right, so we'll go and get our booster because I feel like, especially since you're going in person and everything, and with my health stuff, it's probably best we just go in and get it done. So we'll see what we can schedule at like our local whatever.
I was just looking at Walgreens. They have Pfizer.
Okay.
I was on there because I took my last vitamin D pill and I was like, oh, let me reorder now before I forget.
Yeah.
So.
Well, let's we'll work on that off recording and schedule something. If you see a good day and you just want to go, and I'm here because I work home, I work remote. I don't mind just running around the corner and getting it done on like a lunch break.
No, you gotta make an appointment.
Yeah, so. We'll just figure out if you want to take a look. What I'm saying is, if you see a day you want to just schedule it. If you can.
If I remember, sure.
Yeah.
I can't guarantee anything.
Okay.
My brain is
probably best to get that done because it's been a while.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Because we were waiting for it to be like approved or something.
Yeah, because you could have went in and got it done early, but then it wasn't fully FDA approved.
Yeah.
So we were waiting, and now it's FDA approved. I think.
So. I don't know.
I feel like by now it's got to be. I don't know. They get around to it eventually when they feel like it.
Yeah, it's like me waiting for the IRS to finally come for me.
Also, if you're honestly nervous about that, just talk to your manager because they usually do like those trainings and stuff.
Well, I have the HR onboarding stuff still to do.
I'm sure it's in there
somewhere.
I haven't done any of that.
Yeah,
I guarantee it's almost in there somewhere.
Actually, I don't know when it's gonna be, but it's gonna be a virtual thing. So
because I feel like any business like near like a political office like that, they probably have to do some sort of training. Like there's probably somewhere where it's like we better cover ourselves in case XYZ happens.
The good news is I know where the security building is or the office is. So
well, there you go.
Yeah.
If anything, you duck and cover and you stay quiet until law enforcement gets there, or you evacuate the building as quick as possible. If I'm not mistaken, it's been a while since I've done training like that.
I'm not actually that concerned, but like it was a thought that I had. Is what I was saying.
We had to do training like that when I was. Actually, it was really, really nice. One school district, I was a substitute teacher. They did like this whole extensive training. Like, what do you do if there's an active shooter? Like, what are you supposed to do with the kids? Like, where do you go?
I love that that's a thing. And yeah, we don't need stronger gun laws.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that on a podcast.
It's better to have that than not have that.
Not saying it on a podcast.
You might have to cut that because it just said my first full, like my name on the clock.
I don't know if it'll be in the shop.
Okay. Time stamp, whatever time this is. There you go.
Because I think the cutoff is like the Danny DeVito's arm.
Yeah, I always forget that my clock does that. It's because it's like a Google and then it just shows my personal email. So I get so nervous about that.
I know you do.
Yeah. Should I tell them about like what happened with me other than the microphone?
What happened to you? Oh, I forget that that's the same week. I honestly, I don't know what.
It doesn't feel.
It was the longest week ever.
It really, really was. It really was. And I was off Monday and Tuesday, mostly sleeping Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I went in for a procedure. I had my first ever scope. I had an endoscopy. Reason because I think we mentioned it last podcast or the previous one. I have had some weird sensations kind of going on with my throat. It feels like. Best way to describe it, I ate a handful of pretzels and the pretzels are stuck in my throat. It feels like there's like a lump or like something stuck in my throat. So I scheduled my first scope. Britt here came with me. She waited in the lobby, and I went in. They stuck me 5 or 6 times because I was severely dehydrated because it's been very, very hot, and they told me to stop drinking water at midnight, or before midnight. So I did. And I went in, and they were able to go down. They had to knock me out, by the way. It was very, very nice sleep. But they were able to go down to like the beginning of my stomach, and they weren't able to go any further because I also have gastroparesis, which basically is your stomach essentially takes longer for me to digest food. And the dinner from the night before from 7 o'clock and 7 or 8 o'clock was just chilling in my stomach. So they weren't able to do the full scope, but from the throat, they were able to see there was no abnormalities, no growths, nothing they needed a biopsy or anything like that. But they had to abort the rest of the scope. So my doctor basically said that it's the Ozempic that I'm on. So I'm fully off Ozempic. This is week 2 of no Ozempic. Next week will be 3, and I have a follow up with my regular doctor, my primary, to talk about the results. And yeah, they got me back on metformin, and honestly, smooth transition. I thought I was gonna have like a lot more highs or lows and everything. I actually had a low right before we started recording this. And yeah, I'm feeling better. It's still there, but I'm thinking, I went through like, what was it, like 5 weeks or something of me having this sensation in my throat. Right? Wasn't it like it was like a
I have
lot?
no idea.
It went away for a few days, and then it just came. It was like during the Salem trip, and then it came right back. It was about like, I would say 5 or 6 weeks. So I'm thinking whatever this sensation is probably gonna take my body a while to like adjust to not being on Ozempic and it causing that. So it's probably gonna take a little while still, but at least we know what it is, and it's no cancer because that's where my mind went to. I was like, I'm dying, help me. So, but it wasn't that bad of an experience. My throat felt scratchy for the past few days.
I forgot to tell you.
What?
Or maybe I didn't. I don't remember because we were both exhausted. So while I was waiting for you,
Mm-hmm.
like, the brunette woman that had like checked you, like when we first got in, she was in the
Yeah.
middle desk, like you walk up.
Yeah.
So I witnessed her snap and go off at this girl that had come in. She was younger. She's probably around our age or maybe even younger than that. But she had come in, and maybe, I don't know if she's like, my impression was that they're related. Like maybe that's mom and daughter.
Oh, maybe.
And that she came in late or something because she popped off on her and was just like.
Or it could be like this is her multiple time doing this sort of
yeah,
thing.
like something.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it was both. It could have been both. And the girl was like, why are you being so rude? Like, just calm down. And then
The lady snapped at that.
well, that was what she responded with. And then because the woman like was slamming stuff around, and then like she left. So I don't know if like she had to go somewhere probably or whatever. But yeah, that I forgot to tell you that happened.
Don't be late, and don't be mean about it. I'm saying it's justifiable when like the secretary like that is upset, especially like if you're throwing a big temper tantrum and stuff. Just be nice to workers, regardless of what their position is.
None of that is what happened.
I know, but also just don't be late to your if you're gonna be late.
It had nothing to do with. It wasn't a patient. It was the 2 secretaries.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I was just throwing that out there into the universe because I've seen it too many times of someone just being rude to like the secretary or So
humans being rude to other humans. Who would have thought?
I know, right? Isn't it crazy? Oh wow. But yeah, and then this week has just been the longest week, and then it's been a crazy week too.
Between doctors and work and
then freaking all the stuff yesterday with CrowdStrike and Microsoft.
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, it didn't really personally affect us, but like we had friends who were like, I got sent home because I couldn't do any work because my computer blue screened.
Yeah.
And actually I found out at the end of the day, one of my coworkers all day, his computer was blue screened. And I was like, why didn't you message? He's like, I couldn't get on Teams.
I was surprised I didn't have any issues because my work runs on like being on the computer and like Teams and stuff like that. I don't know.
Just in case you don't know. So basically what happened was CrowdStrike, which is a big, big, big cybersecurity company that a lot of big companies use, pushed out a software update that basically it soft bricked. It didn't brick fully computers, but like it basically caused the blue screen of death on a lot of computers. And it was a very easy fix. I actually read the directions that they were directing people to do.
Mm-hmm.
All you got to do is like you first restart it. If it doesn't work, then you boot it into safe mode, and then there's like a command line that you type, and then it just reverts it back to the previous. Yeah, it's just in a lot of these businesses, there's a lot of people who are not tech savvy.
Yeah.
And I mean, it did. I mean, there was this one GIF that I saw, and I love it because it just showed how it crippled some stuff. It was 3 of the big airlines. I don't know if you saw it or not.
Yes.
How crazy is that? So like,
I'm not surprised.
it basically is a GIF of like all the plane, like the air traffic and stuff, and then basically the air traffic during the outage, and like it was like nonstop to then just like a few planes here and there. It was weird because I didn't realize how many planes are just like going to and fro and everything.
Oh yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah. Well, for security reasons, they're like we cannot.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah, but if you can look it up, look it up. It's like the weirdest thing.
I'm sure people have heard of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of computers, I learned how to use a Mac.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, first Mac ever, right?
Yeah, and like I'm like I get it now. Like I get it, but I'm also like so expensive. But so for work for this new job, like they usually the company will provide any technology that you need, and if they can't, then my staffing agency, Robert Half, will like get one for me to use. And for some reason, they had told the company that I did have a laptop I could bring in and use. That is not true. That is in fact false.
Yeah, you have like a laptop tablet.
Yeah,
like
I don't, and I've never claimed that I have a laptop. I have a PC at home.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's just like they thought, oh, well, you're doing work at home, you must have a laptop. And
yeah,
it's like, no.
I feel like it's more common that people think still like nowadays laptop than a desktop.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. And they don't know me personally as like a gamer or anything. So like they don't know, like I don't have anyway. So while I was there, they had to scramble to find something I could use. And they ended up they had 2 spare MacBooks. We tried one, it just did not work. Then we tried the other one and that one worked fine. But there's so many like issues and their security's tight. So like I can't do anything like unless I have administrative approval or a login or whatever. So we kept having like one of the other people come and help. But eventually like I did get it to work except for Slack. I can't update the Slack app. So my patience ran out. So I literally just like have it in the browser to use or on my phone now. But when I was in it, there was something. Oh yeah, it wouldn't like let me log in for Microsoft like Word or like the apps itself. Like I could log into Outlook, but I couldn't log in as a user to like any of the Office apps.
Yeah.
And it was because it was saying someone else was logged in, but then I couldn't log them out. So I had to run a code because I'm used to like I know where to go and do all this stuff for Windows. Like I know how to do that, but I don't know how to do it on Mac because there's no like
like command prompt and stuff like that.
Well, not even that. Like there's a way to do this on Windows without doing a command prompt.
Oh, okay.
But I couldn't do it because it's Mac.
Yeah.
And so I was doing the Mac one and I just couldn't find it. So I had Googled and figured it out. And then I ran a command code that basically like just cleared the cache essentially or whatever.
Oh, okay.
For the
that probably like kicked him out. Like,
yes.
Nice.
So then I can log in. But then, and this is where we're at now, is I'm logged in, but I don't have the right licensing on the Mac to use the actual products. I can do it online. So I have to do everything in the browser, basically.
Yeah. I do love that, though, that you can access all of the Microsoft stuff from, like, the browser.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need the apps on your computer because, like, they're not big. But it is annoying I have to have Word installed and Excel and PowerPoint and stuff. But
I mean, I don't mind it because I use it for everything, but...
I just found out that because of my Game Pass, I have access to the Office stuff.
That works out.
I was like, oh, I didn't realize that was included, but I guess it's included in there because I don't pay for it.
I pay for it.
So
yeah, that I pay for mine because I literally need that,
Yeah.
and then I claim it on taxes.
Yeah.
But
I will say it is. I was like telling Britt, I was like, I don't have a problem with Macs. Like I prefer PCs, but that's what it is. I prefer PCs, but Macs, and I have played around with them. They are better for work environments, like like if you're working in an office and stuff,
Yeah.
and they are good for like editing. Like
Yeah.
I know a lot of people who refuse to edit on a PC. They will only edit their videos and audio and stuff on a Mac, and that's honestly what I see them for, and that doesn't mean they're bad. So
Yeah.
Which, by the way, there was another laptop I was looking at for you.
The absolute urge that I still have.
Well, I mean, listen, you got the Mac now, right?
Yeah.
She came home and she was like, I got this Mac. She's like, and I really want to just go and buy a laptop. And
Well, no, because before the Mac and everything, I was like, I might have to buy a laptop. And so then I was like, I'll think about this when I get home. And they ended up working it out. So I'm going to get someone else's old computer who's getting a new computer or got a new computer this week.
Yeah.
So it just needs to be set up and stuff. So like when I go in on Wednesday, it'll be ready for me.
Oh,
and it'll
okay,
be all
cool.
set up. But I was thinking I'm going to need to get a laptop. And I'm like, I kind of want to get a laptop still.
I was looking at the framework laptops for you.
Oh, I was looking at like Dell and HP.
The framework are the ones that are like modular, like you can buy a new graphics card and swap it out and stuff. But yeah, I was like Linus Tech Tips. I think he like invested in that company.
Yeah. I was looking at, I think it was HP, maybe, or maybe it was Lenovo.
You should have seen the amount of tabs that I had open. I never got a chance to show you because it was Wednesday, which was Prime Day, right? That was.
Yes.
Yeah. So as soon as she said that, like she texted me and I was like, don't worry. And I started just opening up tab after tab after tab. And then on the ride back, you were like talking about it. And I was like, I got a bunch of tabs open here with like laptops. And you were like,
no, and I was like, the adult thing is to not do it
Yeah.
because it's like, I'm still paying off the freaking Dyson vacuum, which was like $600 and which is fun. And like, I'm waiting, like next week will be like the first full week of like full new hours and work and stuff like that. So my pay is going up, but
yeah. Well, I said to this, so like you have this work laptop that's coming in, and I'm
feeling irresponsible.
And
right
I did
now,
say that I can see the benefit of her having a personal laptop because you do a lot of work, and it would be beneficial for you to have.
Sorry, my wrist has been popping.
Oh, okay. It would be beneficial for her to have a laptop. So my suggestion was, like maybe take a few of the first few paychecks and put like some money aside, and then that way you can like buy a nice laptop.
Yeah, it was really nice to be able to like AirPlay the MacBook to the TV, the Roku, and then I had the wireless mouse and keyboard and like the two screens. It was so nice.
Thursday, it was Thursday, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So Thursday, I like walk in and there she is, like under the covers. Like the wireless keyboard, mouse on her lap and everything, and she goes, "Oh hey!" And then there's like all of her work
writing
on the TV.
about government stuff.
It looks so cute. I was like, "That's adorable,"
and
I love
comfy.
it. Speaking of comfy, I got my weighted blanket out, and I've been having such amazing sleep. I actually accidentally fell asleep before this podcast with it. I meant to close my eyes for 5 minutes, and I ended up closing my eyes for 30 minutes. So I'm feeling good, minus the low blood sugar. Weighted blankets are great. Get one.
They are, yeah.
But I do say that. I would say it probably is a good investment.
Yeah, I know, but I'm feeling irresponsible now.
I said if you want to go and buy one, and then you came back at me with the logic and the responsibility. So,
but that was Thursday, and today is Saturday.
So does irresponsible Britt want to go buy a laptop?
I can't go out and buy one because I can only use the Affirm thing. Okay, I don't have a card or anything.
So then you just gave yourself the answer.
But I shouldn't.
Give yourself the answer?
No, yes. And I shouldn't buy it. I shouldn't do it. But God,
I'm proud of her. I'm proud of her for being someone in this relationship has to be the full 100% financially stable one.
I am not.
Well, okay.
financially stable.
Financially
I owe the
wise.
government.
Let's put it that way.
I owe the government because the government requires me to do things. And therefore then I owe the state government requires me to do a thing that the federal government charges me for. Isn't that fun?
Tax dollars
America.
at work.
But I've been sitting here. It's been officially over 8 weeks since I filed the like edit. And then it's supposed to be able to let me to do things, and it's not. So I'm going to have to, unfortunately, call. I don't want to do that, but I'm going to have to.
I was going to say, you did your job, so they got to do their job. But then they're going to be like, well, why didn't you never follow up with us?
Yeah.
When you saw nothing, and then it becomes your fault then.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
And the thing is like they have a little chat thing. And they're like, you can chat with us. So I went and did the chat thing. But the chat thing is the one that told me, wait 6 to 8 weeks. So I've done that thing. And I'm pretty sure I did actually save it. It's ridiculous.
I'm sorry I'm laughing.
It is a ridiculous thing. Completely. Which, fun fact, speaking of, because that made me think about work and like efficiency and stuff. I learned this week about CNBC top states in America for business and how they get that information. And basically their entire goal of this list is to show which states can efficiently and quickly do the processes that like businesses need to start and exist. And New Jersey's not one of them.
Doesn't surprise me.
So their number one state this year is Virginia.
There's a dog howling, if you can hear that.
I don't know if
There's probably mail or a package delivered or something.
Yeah.
I think I have something coming in today. Prime Day.
It's not being picked up. That's another thing too, is like I have stuff in my Amazon cart that like I want to get for work, and like I need deodorant and stuff.
Hi.
Oh, hi. I have my shoes on. Like I'm supposed to.
I'm glad.
Thank you.
You're being responsible and taking care of yourself.
I hate wearing shoes.
I know you do. You can give your tootsies a little break here and there.
I usually do.
But, like here, I would say sitting here for podcasts, you could probably take your shoes.
No.
Okay.
Because I'll forget them.
I won't let you forget
It's also
them.
keeping my feet a little warm. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it does get cold in here.
Yeah.
Like I have to usually wear socks when I'm in here because that AC, that's an old ass like window unit, but like it keeps this room nice and chilly.
I want to get one, like a window unit that's like that size for the bedroom, because then we could close the window.
My God, I know. We should maybe look into getting a newer one.
Yeah. I've looked into it. I have some stuff saved.
Which is funny because like that one's newer-ish than this one, but this one's still
It's smaller.
great. It's smaller. This one came from my uncle. My uncle gave this to me.
I think that one used to be upstairs. I think that's what it was.
We take a look around and see. They usually, I mean, it's probably, we would probably have to get it in the winter because then it'll be cheaper.
Yeah.
Because right now, like, it's
No, I would not do it right now.
expensive. Very, very expensive. Also, the weather's been crazy lately.
It's been nice though.
The past few days has been nice, but like before that, it was like
it was bad.
Oh God, it was like a soup. I kept calling it a fine soup out in the world.
Yeah,
but it's nice. It's nice today. I stepped outside to go grab with the whole mic debacle.
Just remembered. So I bought the battle pass for Once Human, as you know.
I do know that.
And last night I got a weapon cosmetic that's a dragon. It's like a golden dragon.
Oh, like red and gold?
Yes.
Yeah.
For my sniper rifle, which by the way, I've started using a sniper rifle.
Nice.
It's fantastic.
The snipers are good. They feel good.
Yes.
I'm just not a good sniper.
I am fantastic at it. That's all I've been doing. But it moves.
Oh,
it has a bit of movement. It does,
cool.
like, the dragon itself doesn't move, but like the scales move on it.
Could we talk about Once Human?
Yeah, why not? I love Once Human.
So
I was
if
playing
anyone,
it earlier.
So if anyone hasn't, so there's been a few games recently that just popped off like out of nowhere. We had Zenless Zone Zero, which if you like gacha games and you like,
If they fix the load times on that game, then I'll play it again.
do you have it on an SSD?
I don't fucking know.
You should check and see if it's on an SSD.
But it's like it has like a 10-minute load screen
in the beginning
when I start, and it
that's
drives me
everybody.
insane.
That's everybody.
That's what I'm saying. If they fix that,
Yeah.
because Genshin doesn't have that.
Yeah, I don't know why, and it's not
The
as
other ones
big
don't.
as it's not as big as Genshin.
No.
Genshin's huge. So Zenless Zone Zero came out. Same people who made Genshin. It's a gacha game. It's more of like a brawler than like an open world like Genshin is. But there's a shark girl, which I finally got her after 80 polls. I had 9 polls left, and I finally got her. And all I care about is getting the cat girl. I hope editor Britt is zooming in on this. I need the cat girl. Anyway,
I'm gonna zoom out just to spite you.
Make me feel really tiny.
Yep.
So there's Endless Zone Zero. Dungeonborn just came out. That's another free to play game. Both of these are free. That's like it's like a D&D extraction game. Very, very fun. We played it last night. And then also Once Human came out, which is phenomenal. It's like a third person. What am I calling it? I call it it's a cosmic horror open world crafting survival shooter.
Yeah.
That's multiplayer. And it's also free. I'm a part of their content creator program. No codes or anything, but you know, I rep them, and I played in like 2 or 3 of the betas, and I know you played during one of the betas, and
2 of them.
Yeah. And it's majorly improved, but it's a lot of fun. You can play it on PC. It's also on mobile, which both Zenless and also Once Human are both like you can play it on mobile and PC. I think that's crazy. But phenomenal game. I've been playing it a lot. I've actually been playing that more than like Destiny, because I kind of compare it to Destiny. There's like some grindy elements and like
Yeah, I think I just got through the hump of some grinding. Because I realized I was like, okay, like I'm not leveled enough to do the main quest, like storyline.
Yeah,
quest.
there's a huge jump in the the difficulty, and then also the levels you need.
Yeah, so like I just got to a very important plot point that I would just want to say before you get there. I just want you to know I was right, and I guessed exactly what was going to happened, and when we get there, I'll let you know.
Okay,
and you'll know what I'm talking about.
Are you progressing on like our character that we're playing? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
that one's like 30. I think I just hit 35 today.
Oh, okay.
The other one I have is
play more on Tuesday, like stream it, please.
Yes, I think I should just move my streams to that night. I can't move that streams
because then you have work the next day.
No, well, that is a factor. Yes, like I can't. But also, it's complicated. I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because I kind of fell back into like co-op-y stuff on Tuesdays and the PvP stuff on Fridays. So.
Yes.
But yeah, Once Human's great. Definitely check it out. Good game, free to play. Don't listen to because I'm sure that there's somebody who's listening to this and they're like, but I heard on Steam. There is some weird stuff in their TOS, and that's because they're addressing places in the world like China where you have to present your government-issued ID when you're playing an online multiplayer game. If you did not know that, that is a rule, like a law in China. So that's the reason why it's in their TOS. And there's no Bitcoin miner or anything nefarious in there. It is a Chinese company that made the game, and they have to legally put that in their TOS. If you live in America, that does not apply to you. So stop being whiny and stop review bombing the game.
Oh my
Thank
God,
you.
You're telling the internet to not be whiny?
I know. I'm whiny, but don't be. Listen, educate yourself and read a little bit. Don't just go on Twitter and be like, well, if Twitter said it, then it must be true. You know, just read a little bit. That's all. If you read a little bit, you'd be like, oh, they mean places like China that require your government ID.
You mean
anyway,
use your brain?
Yeah, use your brain.
Jesus.
But honestly, three really good free to play games. It's kind of crazy. Like I've been leaning more towards like free to play games, which I play free. Like I played Warframe and tried Path of Exile. That's just too much.
Oh. Speaking of free games, I re-downloaded Lost Ark last night.
Oh, nice.
I was talking to Wookie about it because Wookie's been playing Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
And I was like, I really wanna. Like I miss playing Lost Ark because I really had a good time with it. That's a game I considered like actually like getting fully into and like competitive with and like PvP stuff.
Oh, okay. I didn't.
But I never did because
that's funny because then maybe you would like a MOBA then.
Probably, but like it's got to be fantasy.
I mean, you watch a lot of those foreign dramas that they're on like esports team playing MOBAs, so
Well, yeah, they're playing like
MMOs
basically
too.
League of Legends
Yeah.
essentially, but not League of Legends legally. Um, but yeah, I was like, I want to play it again, so I downloaded it last night.
Oh, okay.
So.
Yeah, it's crazy the quality of like all three of these like free to play games. Like Once Human, for the scope of the game, it's huge. Like just Google right now if you're listening to this Once Human map, which I know some of our friends who listen to this they play. But the game's huge for a free to play game, and none of them, there's microtransactions. None of them are pay to win or pay to progress. It's all cosmetic.
Yeah.
It's like I bought one. I'm wearing a cat suit now. I had to.
I want to buy the pink.
The pink like unicorn. It's got
Yeah.
like rainbow. Yeah, I wanted to get that one, or I wanted to get the Kitsune mask one. You're like wearing like a button-up shirt with the tack vest and the short skirt.
Yeah.
But I want to get that one too. But the cat suit one, I was like, I just got off of Zenless Zone Zero, still not having my
I'm
cat
learning
girl.
a lot about you in these new games.
What? I'm still me. I just play video games.
I'm just learning new things.
I just play video games. It's fine. All right, cat girls are ruining my life.
I thought it was Shark Girl.
Okay, no, Shark Girl's not a problem anymore because I have Shark Girl. All right, Shark Girl's not the problem. It's Cat Girl. She's my problem, and I can play as her in like certain missions, but I don't have her, and I need her. She's absolutely adorable.
You got real upset when I got the wolf guy.
Oh yeah, that's another one. I don't know what it is. I got super lucky. I got one of the best S tier characters, like literally my first or second draw, and then everything else I've gotten since then has just been like crap. It's been duplicates, which you can like power up like your initial peeps and stuff, but I haven't gotten anybody new since then. It was like they were like, okay, cool. Here's your ace in the hole, and then that's it. We're not gonna give you anything else. So
that's what you get.
Yeah,
that's how they get you.
And again, it's a gotcha game, so like that's just how the gotcha game is. So yeah. But I'm probably gonna get the pass in Zenless. I'm actually, since I'm a part of the content creator program, as long as I just keep streaming Once Human, I'll eventually get a free copy of the battle pass, so I don't have to pay for it. And if Dungeonborn has a battle pass, I already bought like the founder little pack that you can buy, so I did that. But if they have a battle pass, I'll probably get that because I can see myself playing a lot of Dungeonborn. It's cool. It's a lot of fun.
I know. I heard you.
Yeah, it's a good time. I know.
Very loud last night.
I know. Well, okay. First of all, can I just say Ace and Jess, the Beyblades? Hold on. Jess is the Beyblade. Ace just kept going off on his own like 18 miles away, and it's scary when a giant cyclops throws rocks at you and your whole team dies and you're the only one that's left, and you miss getting out alive by 2 seconds. That's when the loudness came in. I was so mad.
No, you were loud for a good portion of last night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've been good with my volume lately, but until last night, so.
You haven't, but like I've been tired and not been in the mood to deal with it, so I ignore it. But last night you got to the level that I was like, people outside can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
I haven't had a fun stream like that in a while.
That's good.
So, yeah,
That's
it was a good time.
Oh, we're Wednesday. You're gonna visit Alvarium on the server.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, and we're gonna. I thought about streaming, and I was like, but I kind of want to make a video with like both of our perspectives, because I knew like that's not something you're gonna stream, and that's fine.
I'll record it. I'm down to record.
Yeah, so like if you record your POV, I'll record mine. Like for me, for my channel, I want to do a video with both of our POVs on it. Because it's been a while since I've done like a YouTube video. Because the season was supposed to have started by now. Or this week, actually. It was supposed to start today. But we've we've made some changes for that. So I was like, oh, well, because I'm like reaching my limit with streaming. It's with the bandwidth I am. Being on stream, like it can be fun for sure. But there's a reason I don't do it all the time. It's because it's like it's not
Yeah.
relaxing and enjoyable to me.
I think streaming for you can literally be like as like a special thing to bring more of an audience in for you on
Mhm.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Um Man, I wish YouTube streaming was a little bit easier. I've been multi-streaming now because Twitch allows it, which is great. I actually tried to do my first ever TikTok stream on top of it, which now I can't get back in after I did it that one time.
Yeah. You're not in
Well,
the
no, shout out to Nutty on YouTube. He's one of those streamer help people, and he comes up with like cool little programs and stuff and everything. And he did a video about how you can get a streamer key to stream on TikTok. And in the video, he even says TikTok's probably going to catch on to this and eventually shut it down. And I think I got one in, and then after that, they caught on to it and they shut it down because I tried to do it again, and it just would not generate a new key for me. So
yeah.
besides, like TikTok's going to get banned anyway, so like,
Who knows?
who knows?
Who knows? I think it'll all work out.
I think it's going to work out because it's like, how do you stop people downloading it, and then also how do you stop people who've already downloaded it? Because if
Well, you can't. That's the thing. You can't.
So,
But like you can't. It's complicated, but
yeah,
I think TikTok will be fine.
yeah,
I personally take a break from social media because
you got to.
it's exhausting to me, and like I said last episode, I'm trying to focus on doing one thing well, and
Mhm.
for me, for my content right now, it's YouTube videos and YouTube Shorts, and then TikToks by proxy because I can do like the same format for YouTube
Right.
Shorts. But that's it. Like I don't
Yeah,
want to be on all these social platforms. It's not healthy. And you
No,
know
it
what?
really isn't.
I was talking to my new coworker about social media and how, because we post on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram and X, and we were talking about Twitter, X, whatever, and how much it sucks. And then we got into the topic of social media, and I was like, I don't have anything but TikTok on my phone. I have completely taken it off because, besides Facebook, because you literally can't delete it, because it's just not healthy and like it's not a good place. And I was telling her how like with content creators, like I tell them, you don't have to do everything. In fact, I encourage you to pick one social platform, and that's it.
Yeah,
To start, because
yeah. I would say for me, I mean, I got my hands in many baskets, but I've been kind of leaning back from like overdoing it. Like, and I say to you all the time, like I'm like, as a content creator, you kind of have to be like, especially for like streaming and stuff. Like you kind of have to be on the socials. You don't have to, but like
you
it'll
don't
help.
have to be on all of them. You can, if I'm talking to a new content creator right now, I would say pick, if you're, regardless if you're doing YouTube or streaming, whichever platform your content's on, pick one social media platform and do it. Because you don't need to do all of it.
Yeah.
And you really don't. Like, you got to think, obviously, where's your audience? If your audience is like Gen Z, then go on TikTok.
Yeah.
Or even YouTube. But if your audience is older, then Instagram would make sense.
Yeah,
You don't need to, or you genuinely, like, even you do not need to be on all those platforms.
I know. Like Facebook, like you even said, you can't delete it. Like I can't delete it because I use it for the Oculus stuff. You need Facebook for the Oculus,
Yeah.
which is dumb. But also, I'll be honest, Facebook's for the older people. If I want to keep in touch with family, that's the only reason I have Facebook. Otherwise, I would have deleted it a long time ago. Only 2 reasons.
Yeah.
Don't use Tumblr anymore.
Oh, I do.
X I use.
But Tumblr's not a platform you should be marketing on.
I know. If I had to say platform I market on, I feel like, unfortunately, it's X and Instagram. What?
Okay.
But Instagram, I've been like, I should probably use that to be more personable. And X, I don't know. It's a TikTok I use, but like, it's literally just, I'm a mess with socials.
You are, yeah. And I'm not saying anything. I'm keeping my mouth shut because I'm tired of repeating myself.
Okay. Another game that I've been really into as of lately is Stalker.
Mm.
Everybody has played Stalker. But the new Stalker game comes out later this year, and I have been hearing really good things about Stalker Anomaly and then Stalker Gamma. So I actually downloaded Gamma, which is this crazy free, like you can get the entirety of
Oh.
Stalker for free. It's been that long that the game is like out there in the wild for free. But I actually own all of them on Steam. But Gamma basically combines the 3 games together and then does this huge overhaul that's like 400 mods, and it just changes the game completely.
Mm.
It's insane. It's insane. I've just been messing around, and the game looks like you saw me playing it. You were like,
Mhm.
oh wow, that actually looks really good. And the game's old.
Yeah.
Really, like the original one's really old, but because the I think the devs went under and they just kind of disappeared, that the source file and the source codes and stuff were like kind of distributed out there. So then
Mm.
people just started taking the game and like modding it to hell and back, and it's like a whole different experience. Because I played the original a long time ago, um, but I've been in like that mode for like a open world shooty, like not quite Fallout, but not quite like I don't know some of these other open world games, Skyrim. Like I just want to just fight mutant dogs and throw little screws at this anomaly that will like explode the screw, and invisible enemies and stuff. It's
Could just
cool.
play Once Human.
I could, and I think maybe that's why, because I started playing Once Human. It's like, oh, I want to play like a spooky shooter. I am excited for Stalker 2 though. It looks phenomenal. I cannot wait for that. That's the game I'm excited for. That comes out in like 2 or 3 months, I think. So I gotta get ready. I gotta spruce up on my Stalker vibes.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, welcome back.
Thank you.
How's your bathroom
It
break?
was good.
Cool.
Good. I had to go real bad.
That's good. I said I this is the 3rd time I've said it in front of every podcast. I'm like, hey, do you have to go pee? And you're like, no, I don't have to go pee.
Well, no, I did go last time. when you
Last
said
time you
it.
did. This time you were like,
This
"No,
time I genuinely didn't have to go, but then now I do. So.
I know you too well.
Fun.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
My foot.
Oh, you did have a recent appointment.
Yes. I did not have to get shot in the foot this time, or in the future. I don't have to for now, at least.
That could change.
It could change 100%. So, basically, they had given me my custom orthopedic like inserts
Mhm.
to use, and I have to like ease into those. But that plus better shoes is kind of like the treatment plan for now. They're gonna check on me in a couple weeks probably. Yeah, she's like, something happened with your toe to cause this. Like, we don't know what it is. Cause I don't, as far as I can remember, I don't have any like, it's not like I broke my foot or anything like that.
Right.
Like, there's no like incident that I'm like, oh yeah, it was caused by that. It just is.
Right.
And then we're just gonna figure it out.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm okay with not getting shot. I'm okay with also like the movements that I can do. Like it doesn't hurt anymore. Like the pain I've been having is just my body adjusting to the different shoes and the different insoles. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah, just have to have expensive shoes.
I don't know if I ever told you, when I was way younger, I had flat feet.
Mm-hmm.
So my mom, I remember, and this was like, I think I was like a baby. Oh, what was it? Flat feet or no? What's it when your feet are like this?
I don't know.
There's one thing when your feet are like when you're standing normally and your feet are forced out this way, and then there's like this way. I had this. So when I was younger, my parents had to put on like these like little like booties, and they were like metal shoes, and it basically every night they would have to crank it to correct my feet like this until they were like regular, like they were facing this way naturally, because mine were like a V when they should be like kind of like this. So
yeah,
I don't know if I ever told you that. I don't know. My parents have the shoes still somewhere.
I feel like that happened with me, but I don't know. I'm not sure.
I feel like the more common one of that is people that had to get like the crank in their mouth with their braces.
Oh, no.
I feel like I hear more about that than like the feet. Which I'm
No,
okay, because feet are gross.
Well. Yeah.
Thanks. I'm glad we agree.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what else.
I don't know. This week was like a blur, but also
It
just
was.
super
It just went
long.
on and
Yeah.
on. Like I was done on Wednesday. I was like, I don't want to do anything anymore.
Yeah.
I was when I got home, it basically was like I was high, but I wasn't high. I was just tired.
Well, it was like adrenaline and nerves and everything.
I was just you got a fuzzy.
It was adrenaline and nerves and everything. So like, once you calm down from like the adrenaline, the nerves and everything, your body is just like
I was just
fatigued.
overstimulated.
Yeah.
I was so tired. So tired. And then
Okay.
Thursday I was recovering. And then
Recovering and work, and you did
I'm
work.
still, yeah. Like I'm still like, it was a lot of socializing all in 1 week because of between doctors and for you and me, and then
Oh
work.
God, yeah, I forgot.
It was all the same week.
All in the it was like a crazy week, and also doesn't help. My job's dead, and then doesn't help with also the CrowdStrike, Microsoft stuff. This week was just long, and it doesn't even feel like Saturday though too.
It doesn't.
It really, really doesn't. I don't. Also, the weather's been weird. It's been nicer out, but then it wasn't nice, and now it's nice. It's just it's all over the place, man. I need like a week vacation.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need like another week vacation or something. So, but we have some fun stuff coming up. We got the Ren Fair we're gonna be going to
September, yeah.
in September. Yeah.
We're going to a place in Pennsylvania next month for a day.
We are? Oh yeah, we are.
Yes.
And then we also have a birthday party coming up this Saturday that we're going to.
We'll be talking wedding that Saturday as well.
Yeah, we're talking wedding.
Finally. We can get moving on that.
Yep. Are we doing the birthday party first then?
Yeah, because the birthday party's in the morning. Like it's like 9:30.
Oh, okay.
So like 11:30. It's like a morning thing at like a farm.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not even at their house. Awesome. Cool.
No, because it's about horses. She's a horse girl right now.
Oh, she's a horse girl.
Yeah. And then yeah. I'm trying to think like what's coming up in the next week.
That's a good question. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think much.
I got my charity stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm supposed to work on that. Oh.
It's supposed to start tomorrow.
Is it tomorrow, did I decide, or did I say Monday?
I don't remember.
Oh, I also have to do a sponsored stream Monday for a spooky game. What?
Nothing.
I got too much stuff going on. I had a camera shoved down my throat.
I know. Trust me. Oh boy, do I know. And so does everyone else.
Yeah, I know. I'm just glad it wasn't anything bad. Right? That like
I'm not the person to talk to about this anymore.
I know. It was weird. Honestly,
it is a weird thing.
It is a weird thing to think about, but then also it is like when they put you to sleep, by the way, you don't even realize what happened. I think that was the nerve-wracking part, like just being like vulnerable like that and everything. That was what was making me really nervous. Obviously also finding something bad. Or a complication. It was more, I'm gonna be vulnerable because you're putting me to sleep like that, but they're not even kidding. They were like, okay, we're gonna do it now, just close your eyes. And I was like, okay. And you just close your eye and you're just gone, you're just out. Like you like it was like you were so tired and you just fall asleep. It was the best sleep. and I woke up also like really quick too. Like they were like, what, you're up? And I'm like, yeah.
You also were not like the drugs were still in your system when I picked you up.
I was a little loopy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't say anything like bad or out of place or like you see some of those videos like the girl who like doesn't recognize her boyfriend.
Yeah, no, like but
I slept all Monday.
You did,
like,
yeah.
I came back, I took a nap, and then I was up. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm feeling good. And then I slept for like 5-6 hours. Yeah, I was like out completely. It was like 10 o'clock at night, and I'm like, I slept all day.
Yep.
So
yeah, I need one of those days of just sleeping.
Same here. But hey, we got a lot of fun stuff in the works and a lot of good times ahead. We're getting closer to the end of summer, which is crazy to think that it's already almost like it's like the tail end of July now.
Yeah, I guess we are. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the last full week coming up.
Yep.
Of July. Yeah.
It's crazy to think. Time flies. What is it time?
Yeah.
Time for our favorite thing that we do now
Pick a
since last episode.
number.
I get to pick it. Well, wait, we should. Did you write down what the numbers we chose last time?
No.
Okay, pick a number. 1 to 3,000, right?
Yeah.
777. I don't know if I picked that last time.
I don't think so.
7's my favorite number.
Oh, maybe you did. Hold on. Yeah, you did pick that. That's
did
the
pick
exact
that?
same question.
Okay, so then let's do 7.
Oh, okay. Hold on. On what occasion do you lie?
I don't think I lie a lot. Definitely getting better with being more truthful and open about me and my life and things like that. As sad as it is to say, I think not as much nowadays, but especially when I was younger, lying to my parents. I was a very, very big liar when it comes to my parents. I am getting better at being more truthful and honest and not just kind of like gritting my teeth and just telling a lie just for the sake of making them happy. But I would say, yeah, definitely, especially when I was younger, lying to parents. I'm always truthful with you.
I mean, I wouldn't. I was like,
Yeah,
no, but then I would. How would I know?
Yeah, exactly. But like, I never hide anything from you.
Well, this begs the question: would you consider omission of truth a lie? Like, if you just
Let's put it this way: if it's super important, I will tell you. If I didn't think it was super important, I wouldn't say anything. But if you came and you said, "Hey, what about this?" I would then tell you about that. But I would tell you things that I have told you things that I feel like are important for you to know. I've never withheld it saying, well, I'm not going to tell Britt about this. I've never had that like mindset. So I can clearly say this. You're the only person in the world that I'm like 100% honest with.
I would say you're about 95% honest.
What have I not been honest about?
We are not having this discussion on air.
What? I'm trying to think.
So I would say, in my opinion, that this would also count because it's not a direct lie, but you're not being honest when you're like something's wrong, but you won't talk about it.
Well, I do that because I don't want to freak you out and upset you.
Yeah, but it's not being truthful. I know that it's not truthful, so it's technically not a lie.
Okay.
Right? Like it's
So
not.
But I get what you're saying.
It's
like,
an omission of truth still.
It's an omission of truth, yeah. But I just want you to know the reason I do that.
I know why you do it.
Okay.
It still causes me stress, even though you think it doesn't. It does. But it's still not the truth.
Okay. I can totally say. Did you think I was gonna get upset at that?
Yeah.
No, I'm not upset.
Because you usually do when I call you on
I
it.
see. No, because I mean you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all, and I see that.
Clip it. Clip it for the future.
Okay. I see where you're coming from, and I acknowledge that, and technically that's a yes. But I know in my mind I don't do that because I'm like I'm gonna lie to Britt.
Right, but that's not what
and
lying is.
Right.
100%.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. But when it matters and it's something I do talk to you about, and I do tell you, and I am honest with you.
Yeah.
That is like just like a flaw in my brain where I'm like, well, if I don't say it to her, then I'm not going to upset her or annoy her or bother her with this.
But you still,
But I still do it. No,
No. You still do stress me out and you still do upset me even when you don't say it.
Okay. That's something I'm working on.
Sure.
I am.
Sure.
All right. What number are you picking?
2000 and 54.
Have you ever won anything? If so, what?
Have I ever won anything?
Oh, you won like game giveaways.
That doesn't count. I don't count that as like legit winning. Like, so, like to me, that's not like like things that I've put effort into and won is what I'm like the way I took that question.
Oh, okay.
The only thing. What?
Never mind. Go ahead.
The only thing I could think of is a few years ago when I was at Kim and Jamie's for Christmas, and they had the talent show thing going on.
Oh yeah,
I won first place in that.
You were very
for
proud
singing.
of yourself.
I was. I got a reindeer.
And she
statue.
deserves it because she has a beautiful singing voice.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm trying to take the compliments and not. Anyway,
I just give you compliments.
You do, yes.
You just call me out on my flaws.
No,
I'm kidding.
That makes me sound mean.
That was a joke. I even smiled and I giggled. That was a joke.
Okay.
I'm joking.
The internet's gonna think
I was
I'm
trying
awful.
I was trying to break the ice after that because we got a little real there, not in a bad way. We're real. We're fine.
Oh hi. Hello.
For me, I'm trying to think if anything like grandiose like that I've won. I mean, I've won like competitions, like swimming competitions. That was my sport growing up.
You win every day in my heart.
Oh, thank you, baby. Being so fucking sad.
Do you want me to answer your question? Since like you answered mine?
Sure. Did I?
What was it? You just answered my question.
I was just trying to think if there's anything like that level of like.
I can answer your question. What was it? Like, in what occasion do you lie?
Oh, no, it was just like, do you lie?
No, I think it was like in what occasion. It was a weirdly worded question.
Let me look it up again.
It's number
7. On what occasion do you lie?
Okay. Like I'm trying to think like present day. Like I think I do. I'm willing to admit that I do lie, not to you. You are the one person I can be like truly like completely honest with. Although I can be pretty honest with. That's my thing. Is like
You're usually always honest. I think there's been a few, less than a handful, where you did the same thing as me, where there's something wrong but you don't tell me, and that's again, that's where I like see like okay, yeah, technically that is like a lie, but like
I do have times where like if I'm upset about something but I don't know what I'm upset about, like I have to say to you, I don't know right now. I have to think about it.
But even then, like you're usually honest with me. It's been very handful where you said no, I like there's nothing wrong, but then like later you come to me and you're like, I don't know why I'm feeling this way.
I have lied to people like in the sense of like to sound better to them. And like sometimes I'll catch myself like I'll be like I'll say an opinion that's not actually true for me to like avoid a conflict or something, but that's like a trained behavior of being a woman. But like generally like even with people with like harshness, like I have to figure out how to say it first. Because otherwise it will come off aggressive, and that's not true. It's because bluntness is considered aggressive in society, especially for like a woman. So I have to there have been stuff that's going on for us that with people we know personally. And so there's been a situation where I've had to say, pardon my bluntness, and then called them on something. Right. Because for me growing up, and this is going to get real, for me growing up, I grew up in a family that was hide everything. Everything looks great. You have to have people need to have a very positive perception of like you and the family. And growing up that way, I want to be complete opposite of that. Right.
Which I don't blame you.
Yeah, because that's a toxic positive thing. We've had conversations lately about toxic positivity, and because that's just not real. That's not life. Yeah, life is not positive all the time. How you choose to react to things, that that makes a difference. But
Yeah.
like sometimes life sucks, and that is just life.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
just the way it
I
is.
can't really think of any time that you've lied other than like the same thing that I do, which I know I
Yeah.
do more than you. But there's been once or twice, but then you always come back to me. You're like,
Oh yeah.
I don't know
Oh
why
yeah.
I'm
Because I
feeling
don't
like
feel good
this.
about it.
Yeah.
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 I just do it because I'm like, I don't want to bother her, but then in turn, then I end up bothering you.
Oh yeah.
because
Yeah.
I'm very
I'm
obvious.
in fact I'm probably more like bothered, just for lack of like a better overarching term, more when you don't say what it is. Because then I'm sitting there thinking about it. Like, what is it? What is it? What is it?
I'll work on that, and you can quote me on that. I'll work on it.
I'm not quoting you on anything anymore, my dude.
Why?
Because I'm learning to not take on other people's things.
Okay. Internet, hold
And
me
so
accountable.
It's not my responsibility. It's not
it's-
their responsibility either.
Got-
It's not
you-
your no. It's
No,
it's not your
I
responsibility.
almost said chat like this is a stream.
It's not your responsibility.
Remind me.
No. We are all accountable for our own shit.
Okay, so I'll work on it.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think I need to work on that. Speaking of working on ourselves, I think I need to work on my next letter. I think. Since I didn't get to do that this time for therapy.
If you want me to read it, I don't mind reading.
I like sharing it with you.
I liked that you wanted to share it with me.
Yeah, of course. Even my therapist was like surprised, and I was like, "What, Diane? I'm in a healthy relationship." Diane.
Diane.
No,
Meanwhile,
that's
there's
funny.
this puppy boy who is just passed out here.
Having a great day.
We'll see if we can get a camera shot of him when we end this.
Oh yeah, we got to do our thumbnail pictures too.
Oh, do you want to do that now?
No, I was gonna end the episode first.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Well, thank you for listening to this episode. This episode is kind of like all over the place.
Yeah, very chaotic. I mean, I feel like it usually is.
Mhm.
We just started off on a very chaotic note.
We did. Oh,
His ears twitching because
yeah.
his
You guys
ears
can't see
hitting
it.
the whatever
My headphone-
wire.
That's my headphone cable. It keeps touching his ear, and then his ear keeps bumping into it, and then
And it just makes
the
it worse.
cable
It's- Oh, Bubba.
There you go.
There you
I'll
go.
hold it for you.
Yeah. How do we end these things? Okay. Oh,
Thank you for
you
listening to.
no, he's fine.
Thank you for listening to episode 3 of That Nerdy Couple podcast.
You can follow us online, and you can listen to us if you're a video listener. We have the audio version available on Spotify, Amazon, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube Podcasts, or YouTube Music, whatever the hell it's called these days. I don't know. But you can find us online at ChrisXChad and at Story of My Life on all the platforms everywhere that exist, as we've talked about on social media today. You can also send us any ideas or messages. If you know us personally, you know where to find us. Otherwise, thatnerdycouplepodcast@gmail.com.
It's right here. Look at it.
Oh, God damn it. You're making work for me.
Or don't do it, editor. you don't have to do it, editor story. It's fine. It's all right.
Oh, I'm going to, and you know it. Because I'm overachieving.
Sorry.
Thanks.
Make it like
so
real
much.
shaky and like just like.
That's more work
No,
for me.
Never mind. Make it simple. Simple. It gets plastered right on my face. There you go.
Okay.
You don't have to do that. That's just a joke. You don't have to.
No, I have to now.
Okay.
That's the bit. And don't forget to
Stay
nerdy. There we
Said
go.
it at the same time.
Yep.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye. Photos.
I'm letting go of the cable ending. I'm sorry.